Hey yo, what is good, my beautiful people of the AER community? We are back with another ranking video, though this is not your all-day, everyday average ranking video. This is actually a celebration of all the African champions from the Olympics in France that just ended. That is to say, unlike in conventional ranking videos, in this one, everybody is actually a winner. So, how do we tier them? Well, I am glad you asked. We are going to rank them exactly according to their medals as they got them: gold, silver, bronze. Though I will be adding two more additional rankings. One for the honorable mentions, which will come right below the bronze. This is for everybody who came close to a medal from the African continent, but came short by losing to yet another African champion. And on the high side of the gold ranking, I am going to add the record breakers tier, which accounts for all the athletes who broke or set new area records, Olympic records, or even world records. Because of that, I am just going to name this the GOAT tier. So before we kick this off, the African continent hauled in a total of 39 individual and team medals. I, on the other hand, have 40 medals here for us to celebrate, and I will be getting to that when I do get to that, so do keep your ears peeled. I also created this tier list, and it is actually sorted alphabetically, so that is the order in which we shall be going through it. And you can also take the chance to subscribe down below for more celebration parties, just like this. Starting us off is none other than the 254's Abraham Kibiwott, who ran the men's 3000 meter steeplechase at a time of 8 minutes, 6 seconds and 47 milliseconds to earn his bronze medal. Which jumps our steeplechaser Kibiwott to what? Well, none other than the bronze podium. Bringing us to our next African Olympic champion, and actually a very monumental one. Ahmed El Gendi of Egypt participated in the men's individual modern pentathlon, an Olympic event that calls for a lot of versatility as it involves 5 sports: riding, fencing, swimming, and a laser run in which you run and stop for a shootout. In short, it's an event to find out which of the jack of all trades is the most jacked. Well, turns out that's actually Ahmed El Gendi, who blistered through the events, scoring a whopping 1,555 points to set the new Olympic record as well as the new world record for the men's individual modern pentathlon, earning a gold medal in the process. And so our new Olympic and world record setter is going to step up to none other than the GOAT Podium. And cycling through our next batch of medalists, we find Alan Hatherley of South Africa, who actually participated in the men's cross-country cycling via mountain bike. The cyclist completed his adios laps in a time of 1 hour 26 minutes and 33 seconds to finish in 3rd place and stepping him up to our bronze podium. Bring us to our next Olympic medalist who actually participated in and dominated 2 different athletic circuits. Introducing Kenya's very own Beatrice Chebet, running the women's 5000 meters final at a time of 14 minutes 28 seconds and 56 milliseconds to earn the gold medal. She later competed in the women's 10K, in which she actually holds the world record that she set in May of this year, where she ran at a time of 28 minutes 54 seconds and 14 milliseconds. However, running the French Olympic course, she completed the women's 10-meter final a few minutes shy of her own record, completing the course at a time of 30 minutes 43 seconds and 25 milliseconds, which was still enough to earn her the gold medal. And while she is most definitely a GOAT in her own rights, for this ranking, she will occupy her 2 very well-deserved slots in the gold podium. Next up, we have another runner from the 254 in Benson Kipruto, who ran the men's marathon at a time of 2 hours and 7 minutes, coming a few minutes shy of the world record set by fellow runner and countryman Kevin Kiptum, who ran a marathon in Chicago, Illinois 2003, where he set the record at 2 hours and 35 seconds. That said, Benson Kipruto's valiant efforts saw him finish 3rd in the men's marathon, earning him a bronze medal and also slotting him into our bronze podium. Following this up with yet another runner, this time in the men's 10K finals, where Ethiopia's Berihu Agarawi gave a phenomenal performance, finishing the circuit at a time of 26 minutes 43 seconds and 46 milliseconds, earning him the silver medal. And again, a very phenomenal performance by Berihu, who actually came very close to the world record set by Ugandan runner Joshua Cheptegei in 2020 Valencia, where he ran the men's 10,000 meter circuit at a time of 26 minutes and 11 seconds. And Agarawi's performance made him a silver Olympic medalist who slots coolly as the first one into our silver podium. Next up, our very first team Olympic medalists, coming to us in the form of the Springboks Sevens team, better known as the Blitzboks. And I gotta say, fans and enthusiasts of the South African rugby teams have been eating good. Not too long ago, the Springboks won the Rugby World Cup. and now their 7th team are Olympic medalists. After crashing out to France in the semis on a score of 19-5, the Blitzboks went ahead to face Australia for the bronze medal match, where they managed to come out on top and won the game on 26-19, making the Blitzboks the men's rugby sevens bronze medalists and putting them up on the bronze podium. And as they say, when it rains, it pours, following this up with yet another team of medalists. Introducing you to the team of Bayapondori, Colin Kebinachipi, Anthony Pesela, and Letsile Teboho, cumulatively known as the men's 4x400 meter relay team, who ran the men's 4x400 meter relay final at a time of 2 minutes, 54 seconds and 53 milliseconds to earn these silver medals. And quite practically putting this team of young Botswana men as the second entry into the silver podium. Kicking us right into our next entry, where we have the Côte d'Ivoire national Sheikh Salah Cissé, who participated in the men's taekwondo over 80 kg bracket, with the Ivorian martial artist losing 2-1 to Caden Cunningham of Great Britain in the semi-finals, putting him in the men's bronze medal match where he faced Carlos Sansores of Mexico, where he won 2-1 on a final score to become the bronze medalist and earning him a spot on our bronze podium. Next up, remember when I said as a continent we only won 39 medals, but on my list I have 40? Well, here's that entry. In the Olympic Games France 2024, the refugee Olympic team won a medal, and this was won by Cindy Ngamba Jankeu, who was actually born in Cameroon. Now, I haven't actually read why she is in the refugee Olympic team and not in the Cameroon team, but all in all, I still claim her. I don't know about her, I don't know about you guys, but I personally as Uncle Omari claim her as an African and will celebrate her success. And so with that, a huge congratulations to Cindy, who participated in the women's boxing 75 kg bracket, where she faced Panama's Bibeichi Athena Bailon, taking the W through split decision and making her a bronze medalist and earning her a spot on our bronze podium. And punching our way into the next entry from one boxer to another, this time from Cabo Verde, we have Davidi Pina. Davidi Pina participated in the men's boxing 51 kg bracket, where he faced Hassan Boy Dusmatov of Uzbekistan in the semi-finals, losing that bout by unanimous decision as 4 judges scored it 30-27 and 1 judge scored it 29-28. However, by losing in a semi-final bout, this actually qualified Davidi Pina for the bronze medal and puts him on our bronze podium. Next up, we move back up to North Africa, this time visiting the beautiful country of Algeria, represented by Jamel Sejati, who participated in the men's 800 meter finals, completing the track at 1 minute 41 seconds and 50 milliseconds, making him the bronze medalist for this event and putting him on our bronze podium. Leading us to probably the best transition in this entire video, as the next entry is the person who actually beat Sejati in the same race. Kenya's Emmanuel Wanyonyi completed the men's 800 meter final in a time of 1 minute 41 seconds and 19 milliseconds, his personal best, to be the gold medal winner of that event. This, however, was still a few seconds shy of his fellow countryman's world record set in 2012 in London, which stands at 1 minute 40 seconds and 91 milliseconds for completion of the men's 800 meters. That, of course, was set by David Rudisha. However, today we are celebrating Emmanuel Wanyonyi and his gold medal, thus we are going to prop him up to the position of the gold podium. And whilst we are celebrating this Kenyan runner, we might as well celebrate another, this time in Faith Cherotich, who took part in the women's 3000 meter steeplechase, completing the track in a time of 8 minutes 55 seconds and 15 milliseconds, placing her 3rd overall and earning her the bronze medal for that event, and thus we shall put her into the bronze podium. And it's almost as if they're passing the baton to one another, because we're moving from one Kenyan runner to another Kenyan runner, and not just that, we're moving from one Faith to another, this time in Faith Kipyegon. And here with us we have a double champ, but not just a double champ, but an amazing double champ, and here's why. First, let's cover her participation in the women's 5000 meter final, where she covered the entire track in 14 minutes 29 seconds and 60 milliseconds, a time and performance that actually put her in 2nd place, giving her the silver medal for that event. But this amazing athlete also participated in the women's 1500 meters final, where she ran the entire track in 3 minutes 49 seconds and 4 milliseconds. And guess what? That is the new world record. Woo! That just puts a tingle into my body. I am feeling good celebrating this one. Faith Kipyegon, congratulations for your phenomenal performance in the Olympics 2024, and I will have no other choice but to put you first for your silver medal into the silver podium. But for your world record breaking performance, you have to go all the way straight up to the GOAT podium. And with that, we're going to take a brief break from the East African country and move our way back up north, this time to Tunisia. First calling en garde to Fares Ferjani, who participated in the men's fencing saber finals, where he faced the Republic of Korea's Oh Sang-hyuk and fell to his blade. He did not actually die, he lost to Oh Sang-hyuk on a final score of 14-6. But as it goes, losing in a final actually makes you the silver medalist, and so Fares Ferjani comes in as the first Tunisian in our list, and he steps up right to the podium of silver. Moving swiftly to another martial artist, this time in the Tunisian Firas Katoussi, who took place in the men's taekwondo 80 kg bracket, where in the finals of that event he faced the Islamic Republic of Iran's Mehran Bakhodari and beat him on a final score of 2-0 to become the men's taekwondo 80 kg bracket gold medalist. A victory that kicks him up all the way to our gold podium. And with that, we move back to the East African country of Kenya, this time meeting the 254's Hellen Obiri, who participated in the women's marathon, completing that in 2 hours 23 minutes and 10 seconds, placing her into the 3rd place. This is actually an event in which fellow country runner Peres Jepchirchir actually put a world record on in April this year, where she ran it in 2 hours 16 minutes and 16 seconds in London. And whilst Hellen Obiri was a few minutes shy of that record, she actually recorded her personal best in this event, and with her bronze medal, she steps up to the bronze podium. And like a boxer bobbing and weaving, we bob and weave our way from the east back to the north, this time visiting Algeria to meet their women's boxing representative of the 66 kg bracket, Imani Khalif. Now, unfortunately, this athlete was actually plunged into the center of a controversy where some very hurtful comments and assumptions were made about her. And on that note, I would love to personally apologize to Imani Khalif for any derogatory or any slanderous comments that might have been levied your way. I am so sorry that you had to go through that. Fortunately, this is a woman made of steel. Despite all the controversy around her, she actually managed to compete all the way to the finals, where she faced China's Liu Yang. And after their fight, 5 judges scored this card 30-27 to name the Olympic gold winner by unanimous decision, Imani Khalif. And despite all the challenges faced, she fought her way all the way up to our gold podium. And much in the spirit of a javelin thrown, we are going to move all the way from North Africa down back to South Africa to meet our next athlete, UNI Van Dijk, who, if you couldn't tell by my very obvious choice of words for that transition, participated in the women's javelin throw. UNI's best recorded distance for that particular event was 63.93 meters, earning her the silver medal and propping her up to our silver podium. After placing UNI in her deserved spot, you and I are going to visit East Africa, this time visiting the country of Uganda, where we are going to experience the greatness of a GOAT of modern men's long distance running. And that is in Joshua Cheptegei, a man whom we have already mentioned in this video, holding the record for the men's 10,000 meter finals. Joshua stepped up to the men's 10,000 meter final challenge once more, this time running the track in 26 minutes 43 seconds and 14 milliseconds, setting a new Olympic record and ousting the previous one by Ethiopia's Kenenisa Bekele, who ran the track in 27 minutes 1 second and 17 milliseconds. However, with that time, Joshua could not beat his own world record that he had set in 2020 Valencia, where he ran the track in 26 minutes and 11 seconds. But a gold medal and a new Olympic record is a fantastic enough performance to solidify his spot in the GOAT podium. Next up, wait, what is that in the sky? Is that a bird? No, it's plane. No, it's an angel. Yes, this next entry is actually reserved for the high-flying 17-year-old Algerian princess Kailia Neimour, who quite literally stunned the entire world with her performances in the women's artistic gymnastics uneven bars, scoring an impressive 15.7 from the judges to win a historic gold for Algeria and, quite honestly, for the entirety of the African continent. And at a very impressively young 17 years old, the sky is honestly the limit for this young girl. We wish her the very best in her future endeavors and we celebrate her achievements in the Olympics 2024. I was personally tempted to put her into the GOAT podium, but I think we can hold off on that for now because I am sure we are going to be seeing a lot more from her in the years to come. So for now, she soars right into the gold podium. Next up, we have yet another youth who actually stunned the scene. And for that, we have to travel to the southern parts of Africa to a little country known as Botswana. And the Botswana in question is Letsile Teboho. The 21-year-old sprinter participated in the men's 200-meter finals, blazing the track in an impressive 19 seconds 46 milliseconds to set a new area record for Botswana and clinch himself the gold medal for that event. Now, just for the gold medal alone, he already stands in the gold podium, but as a bonus for setting the new area record, I am most definitely going to prop him up to the GOAT podium. And yes, I completely agree that it might be a bit too early to start heaping too much praise onto the young man, but I have hopes that this guy is going to go places, preferably sprinting there. And staying on track, because I want to talk about another runner, we are going to visit East Africa, Kenya to be specific, for yet another runner, this time in Mary Moraa, who was a participant of the women's 800-meter final, running the track at 1 minute 57 seconds and 42 milliseconds, earning her the bronze medal and propping her up to our bronze podium. Pointing you all to our next entry, to whom we must all bid on God, as we meet Egypt's Mohamed El Sayed, who participated in men's fencing épée individual, who unfortunately lost to France's Yannick Borel on a score of 19-5 in the semi-finals, placing him into the men's bronze medal match against Hungary's Tibor Andrasfi, where he narrowly won by a point score system of 8-7 to become the men's bronze champion, ultimately also putting him on our bronze podium. And putting aside our metal weapons, we visit Tunisia, where we meet a martial artist who uses his god-given weapons. Enter Mohamed Khalil Jendoubi, who took part in the men's Taekwondo 58 kg bracket, losing to the Republic of Korea's Tae Jung Park by a score of 2-0 in the semi-finals, thus placing him into the men's bronze medal match, where he faced Spain's Adrian Vicente Junta, beating him by a final score of 2-0 to become the bronze Olympic champion and securing his spot on our bronze podium. And keeping up with our tour of the north, we have gone from Egypt to Tunisia and now to Morocco, where we meet our next entry, which is also a team medal. The Atlas Lions, the Moroccan football team, took part in the men's football Olympic Games and lost to Spain in the semi-finals by 2-1, booking their spot into the bronze medal games. Interestingly enough, the bronze medal match was an all-African affair, where Morocco faced Egypt. And just on that merit, bravo to both teams for doing us proud. They have actually done very well to get this far into this tournament. On this particular day, however, Morocco took the day. Like, they robbed the place. Like, they didn't just take the day, they took the entire week, beating Egypt by 6-0 to be crowned the bronze medalist for the men's football event at the Olympic Games. So before I even slot Morocco to their podium, I just want to take this opportunity to slot the Egyptian team to their spot on this list, where I am going to put them at the honorable mentions podium. You guys did well to get there, and I hope that more and more in football tournaments the African continent will be more representative. We saw what the Moroccan team did in the World Cup, which was astounding, and they just keep on getting better and better, so we hope for more of this going forward. And now, having placed Egypt, I can now confidently and comfortably place the Moroccan team to their deserved spot in their bronze podium. Having enjoyed a nice long look at what the North had to offer, how about we go back to the south of Africa and visit another country, this time in Zambia, to visit our athlete Muzala Samukonga, an athlete who participated in and even got a podium position in the men's 400-meter final, running the track at a blistering 43 seconds 74 milliseconds to set a new national record. This is but a few milliseconds shy of the world record, which is also held by an African sprinter, Wade van Niekerk from South Africa, who set the record at 43 seconds and 3 milliseconds. Samukonga's endeavors in that event saw him finish third, giving him the bronze medal and also earning him a spot in our bronze podium. And we are going to skip over to our next entry, this time visiting the East African country of Uganda to visit our athlete Peruth Chemutai, who took part in the women's 3000 meters steeplechase. The incredible athlete completed the track in 8 minutes 53 seconds and 34 milliseconds, finishing the race just 9 seconds shy of the world record set in 2018 Monaco by Kenya's Beatrice Chepkoech. However, Chemutai's run was good enough to give her the silver medal in this event and puts her on our silver podium. And chasing the steeplechaser is yet another runner, this time in Kenya's Ronald Kwemoi. The athlete competed in the men's 5000 meter final, running the track at 13 minutes 15 seconds and 4 milliseconds. This was shy of both the Olympic record set at 12 minutes 57 seconds and 82 milliseconds by Ethiopia's Kenenisa Bekele in 2008 Beijing, and the world record set at 12 minutes 35 seconds and 36 milliseconds by Uganda's Joshua Cheptegei in 2020 Monaco. However, the performance was good enough to place Ronald Kwemoi second overall, giving him the silver medal and also placing him on our silver podium. And powering on to the next one, we have Sarah Semir of Egypt, who participated in the women's weightlifting 81 kg bracket, recording an impressive 117 kg snatch and a 151 clean and jerk, totaling to a 268 kg overall. The impressive feats of strength proved worthy enough to give Sarah Semir a silver medal, and with that she lifts herself onto our silver podium. Hopping onto our next entry, we have the Moroccan Sofiane El Bakali, a participant in the men's 3000 meter steeplechase, who completed the track in 8 minutes 6 seconds and 5 milliseconds. This was still a wide margin away from the world record held by Ethiopia's Lamecha Girma, set at 7 minutes 52 seconds and 11 milliseconds. And Girma was actually part of the lineup in this race, however he was forced out of the race by an injury midway through the race. For the Moroccan Sofiane El Bakali though, this performance was good enough to give him the gold medal for this track event, and with it he jumps right into the waters of our gold podium. Having recorded that, let's run back to the east of Africa to meet our Ethiopian athlete Tamirat Tola, who participated in the men's marathon. Tola put up an impressive showcase throughout this event, running the entire track at 2 hours, 6 minutes and 26 seconds, setting an all-new Olympic record. And so with that, he not only earned the gold Olympic medal but also earns a spot in our GOAT podium. Diving into the next entry, we have a certified GOAT in Tatiana Smith from South Africa. She is the reigning Olympic record holder for both the 100 meter and 200 meter breaststrokes. And in Paris 2024, she participated in both these events, however she did not match her Olympic record results. Covering first her participation in the women's 200 meter breaststroke, where she completed in 2 minutes 19 seconds and 60 milliseconds, just shy of her record that stands at 2 minutes 18 seconds and 95 milliseconds. In the 200 meter event though, she was bested but still ended up in a podium position, earning the silver medal. On the other hand, in the 100 meter breaststroke, she completed in 1 minute 5 seconds and 28 milliseconds. Again, a few milliseconds shy of her own Olympic record, which stands at 1 minute 4 seconds and 82 milliseconds. In the 100 meter event though, she had a phenomenal final push that actually put her into the pole position, giving her the gold medal, and for that we have 2 positions for her in our podium slots: a silver podium position for the 200 meter breaststroke, and for her 100 meter breaststroke we have her all the way at the gold podium. And with that down, we have to run it back all the way to Ethiopia for a double feature, starting first with the women's marathon participant Tigst Assefa. Assefa completed the marathon at 2 hours, 22 minutes and 58 seconds, placing her second overall and giving her a podium position to receive the silver medal, and on our end we are going to place her right into the silver podium. She is followed very closely on this podium list by her fellow countryman and runner Sige Duguma. Duguma participated in the women's 800 meter final, completing that track in 1 minute 57 seconds and 15 milliseconds, which placed her second overall, earning her the silver medal and putting her on our very own silver podium. And finally, which is also quite symbolically fitting, we pass the baton to the final entry on this list. The team of Bayanda Walaza, Sean Maswanganyi, Bradley Nkwana, Akani Simbine, and Benjamin Richardson, all who formed the South African men's 4x100 meter relay team. This team of youngsters, half of whom are actually teenagers, ran the men's 4x100 meter relay finals, completing the track at 37 seconds 57 milliseconds, an area record for South African 4x100 meters relay. The young energetic team put up a hell of a performance, placing them second overall, earning them the silver medal, and giving me the honor of closing out this video by placing them in their rightful position right at the silver podium. Woo! And there you have it, all the African Olympic medalists ranked according to their podium positions, with their official recorded achievements for reference. I really hope you enjoyed this, and if you would like to see more of this, you can check out this one here where we rank African countries according to their flags, or this one where we rank fictional African characters. Or you could suggest down below what you would love to see ranked next. And as always, I would love to celebrate you all. You are the true champions for subscribing to this channel. Till next time, it has been your soon-to-be favorite Uncle Omari, and I simply cannot wait to see you all in the next one.